Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday to everyone. This is our fourth podcast, and we are very happy to be back. Trying to keep to a structure of every Saturday, and once again, I have with me Info Guy. Please say hello to everybody, Info Guy. And just say it one more time because I had to unmute you. Sorry. One more time.
Ooh, okay. Technical difficulties there.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. Okay, so we don't have much time today due to power outages that are happening in South Africa. So we're going to get cracking right now. The first thing that we're going to discuss is Anthem getting an overhaul, says Bioware. Now, what exactly is it that they think that they can do to make Anthem better than the train smash that it was? Sorry to call it a train smash, but we're calling it a train
not
smash.
exactly inaccurate to call it that. Well,
Is it not? I mean, I just want to say before we get into it, I played the demo, and you remember this. I did play it on that weekend that it was out, and obviously I made my javelin look like Iron Man, and I think I had one issue with it, with the connection, and that was it. I didn't have any other issues with it, but obviously it just was a mess, the game that came out. But I enjoyed it from what I played in the demo. But I suppose
but did you enjoy it because you were role playing as Iron Man, or because the game was fun?
most probably that. Most probably because I was playing as Iron Man. Maybe that's why. Hey Bethany, how are you doing, Bethany? Hey. Bethany's also saying hey to you, Info Guy.
I said hi in the chat already.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Oops. I'm so sorry, my bad. How are you, Bethany? Welcome. And I do look a mess. You know why. The last couple of days have been rough. But yes, we're talking about Anthem right now. And its overhaul, as per Bioware. So, Info Guy, carry on with what you were saying. Sorry, I'll cut you off there.
Well, I don't. Let's see. Most people have stopped playing it from what I can see. Like the people playing right now haven't said much about it. Apparently, the biggest thing with Anthem last week is they forgot to take down the Christmas decorations in game. It was like over a month. Like that is a thing. Which is like it's kind of true to life, but like maybe not something you want to do in game. It just kind of shows how quick they are on the updates of that game. But like they could do something to make it better. Like they just have to get the gameplay loop right. It's like also like to get it right is going to take so much work, and I don't know if Bioware has the time or the energy to do that because they're pulling in all different directions. They're apparently working on the new Dragon Age game.
Oh, yes.
There's rumors of them doing a small development team for whatever Mass Effect thing they're working on. And they've still got their team who still works on the Star Wars MMO. Knights of the Old Republic. No, something. The Old Republic.
Oh, I heard about that.
They're still working on that apparently. So it's like pulling in a lot of different directions. So I don't know if they have the resource because this had the main team at Edmonton working on it for like a while. And now they're going to do it with what team are they going to work it on? I don't know.
And also, are they trying to go the Destiny kind of route and like have, these different things that happen? I don't know what you call them when it happens in Destiny. Is it different sagas that happen or different chapters that happen? I mean, is it or no? Are they going to go some other kind of route? And I see Bethany also says, I haven't played Anthem despite owning it for over a year.
Yeah, that's kind of telling.
Why, Bethany? Tell us why. Pray tell. Why have you not played this game yet? Is it just because of the bad reviews and everything? Or is it just like you just don't want to? Please don't tell me you paid for it. Please don't tell me you paid for this game. But like I was saying, are they trying to go that direction of like the Destiny kind of direction where they have like stuff coming up every so often? Are they going to have an Anthem 2?
Apparently they're calling this refresh like Anthem 2.0, but like I said before, to do a massive rehaul like this is like I've only seen it done well like really once ever, and that was with Final Fantasy 14, The Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
But that like had a huge team working on it, and yeah, they kind of no, they didn't get lucky. They worked really hard to make that work, and it was like over like a year and a bit to get that to work. I don't know if Bioware has it in them to do it, but we'll see. Maybe they do. Maybe they make it great. But like the things they would have to get rid of are like it's so like core to the game, like getting rid of loading screens, like making the gameplay better, making the loot like fun to get. Like that's so much.
Those loading screens, though.
It doesn't make sense. Kind of loading screens. Like you go have a loading screen to go into the loading area to go out of what was it, Fort Tarsus, I think, to go out into the wild. Instead of just like okay, walking into the city.
Yeah, and what they I know you can't see it, but like I'm just having like on YouTube now, I've got like comparison between E3 2017 and retail. I mean, there's a big difference. And I still remember you said to me, don't trust it. It looks good, but don't trust it until it comes out. And you were so right. You were so right.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I was still a little bit bitter after Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah, but you were right, though. You weren't wrong. Hey, Kaki. Welcome, Kaki. How are you? And Bethany said, no, I didn't pay for it. Got it for free with my graphics card. Thank goodness you did not pay for it. Oh my goodness. That would have been horrendous. That would have been terrible for you. So I don't understand what they could possibly do. And something about exciting loot. Do people even want exciting loot?
Yeah, people always want exciting loot.
Yeah, but do you have to pay for it? Or is it in-game?
No, I think it'll be in-game. I don't think it'll be loot boxes or anything like that. They burned the bridges with that. Well, EA have burned the bridges with that. They can't get away with that in like many games outside of FIFA anymore. So I don't think they'll push that. I think the exciting loot is like making loot meaningful instead of like having it like a 2% difference from damage from the previous weapon you had, or just making it look interesting. Because apparently like they had like a set amount of like gun models, and they kept just reusing them over and over again with like maybe slightly variation on like paint job, which like people saw straight through that. It didn't make the loot any better.
So, does anybody care about Anthem? That's the question. Or did they, like you said, burn their bridges? Did they?
People will care if they put in a solid effort to make it better, but I don't know. Right now, like to me it seems like it would be too much push into many different directions for the developer to get it right completely. Like you would need all hands on deck to make Anthem good, and like they're currently working on Dragon Age and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe they got secret sauce. Maybe they're gonna use that Bioware magic.
Yeah, but what do you think? Okay, if you were Bioware, what would you do to try and make it better? Because it wasn't I don't think it was such a bad idea of a game.
Look, the problem with it is they tried to make a single player game into a multiplayer game while not really making the single player part of it feel good, which is like 4 tasks with all the story, and while not making the actual gameplay part good, where you went out to the field and shot things, where it just felt too repetitive and not much variation in the actual gameplay. And people started noticing, like, you can only play this in a loop for like so long until it's like, okay, I've done this like 30 times now, what to do?
So what do you think they should go on the I keep on going back to Destiny. Do you think they should follow that same formula, or do you think Destiny also is just maybe doing the same thing over and over again and it gets boring? Or should they follow that formula? Or would they get criticized for using that formula? Because they were kind of criticized for this. They were kind of told that this is kind of like...
The main problem with Anthem is they didn't know what it wanted to be when it came out, and they never got past that. they didn't want to. Apparently, I remember a story where they didn't even want to recognize Destiny as a competitor to them. Like in the developer office, like you couldn't refer to Destiny apparently when making this game
But
because it's not. Yeah.
it's so similar. It's javelins, and then it's the only thing really. I think that okay, I played the demo and I haven't played the game, but from what I've seen, it's like pretty similar.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. It's just, I would say the gunplay in Destiny is way better
than it is in Anthem.
Yeah, like
from the demo.
Third person, like it's very hard to do right compared to first person, especially with what they're trying to do, which is like the open MMO style doing theme world and trying to make it balance as well. Because like it's hard to make a game like multiplayer and still make it balance where you can make exciting loot. It's so many things, and also with the multiplayer side of things that much, and it kind of shows in that game. Like a lot of stuff was not like you could see it wasn't tested properly. It was just pushed out the door, and they were hoping they could fix it after the launch.
Yeah, because remember everyone was saying like it wasn't gonna come out very soon, and then they said the release it came out pretty soon after they announced it, and it was a bit like okay, but is it gonna be polished? Is it gonna be finished? And obviously it wasn't. And sorry to cut you off there as well, but Maddie, and welcome Thunder Phoenix. Hope you guys are well. Maddie made a good point. What about all the PlayStations Anthem has bricked? That was a major problem.
Yeah.
That like was, yeah.
Yeah. Like the only game that I can think of that did worse than Anthem last year was Fallout 76, and that's like, ooh, that's such a low bar.
And also, Thunder Phoenix says, I finished Anthem. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
And Anthem, don't think even a Phoenix down could revive this. Oh my goodness. Thunder Phoenix, don't being savage there. They should relaunch with the completed work and go free to play. Wow, Thunder Phoenix. Wow. I don't know if EA would allow that. They wouldn't. I mean,
I don't know.
Who does it fall on? Does it fall on Bioware or EA? Who makes the final decision?
It's usually EA.
EA, okay.
I'm sure Bioware, if they pushed the idea and said, look, we'll make money if we do this, then EA will listen. But, I don't know. It's, like, if it was me, and I was trying to get things right at Bioware, I'd say, okay, that turkey is done. Let's leave it. Let's move on to what we can do, and
we
just
killed
focus
it.
We killed it. we
Till it's dead.
Let's focus on what we can make right with the new Dragon Age, and just make that the best experience. And instead of trying to pull in all different directions, trying to get multiple things done, just focus on one thing, get it right, get it done properly, and just go with it.
When do you think this is gonna be released, this overhaul, or when is it going to be?
I don't know.
And how did anybody say how it was going to be brought to the masses, or is it
well, the way if I remember correctly, the way that Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn did is like they remade the game from the ground up and then just like relaunched it. Like everyone who had bought the original Final Fantasy 14 got a copy of Final Fantasy Realm Reborn automatically, and they just carried on playing the new game. I don't know if I was going to go that hardcore, because that's like I said before, it's like a monumental effort to do it that way.
Yeah.
And I don't think BioWare and EA have it in them to do that. To do it properly. I don't think they can do it properly. They'll do something. I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think they have the...
I mean, how much money are they putting...
It would be like making a new game, basically. It would cost as much as almost as making a new game, basically. You could reuse some of the assets and maybe the level editing tools and whatnot, but other than that, you'd have to start from scratch. The story wasn't great, the gameplay wasn't great, but the character models and stuff, they look good.
Because I like playing as Iron Man. That's the only reason why I enjoyed it, was because I played as Iron Man, sort of. I sort of played as Iron Man. And I just, I see, oh wait, I can't say that, Thunder Phoenix. Unichronic Arts. because it
Yeah.
eats every good thing in its path and destroys it. EA would only allow free to play if there's alternate monetization.
Yeah,
That-
there's gotta be money somewhere. They don't do
yeah.
stuff for free.
And also welcome Mesh X, aka Zebo now. Zebo, I see you changed your name. So yeah, that's Anthem. I don't know because I didn't play it. Only the demo, and I enjoyed it.
You did play it. You played your Iron Man.
I played my
demo.
Iron Man demo, but I mean, I didn't actually play the game. Like Thunder Phoenix played it, and it wasn't worth it. And I know from like Zonix Gaming, he also said it wasn't worth it. So a lot of people that had the game just said it wasn't worth it. It was such a waste of money. So
Yeah, because it was such a departure from what Bioware was good at, which is good storytelling and giving the players a choice in that story. And like Bioware have never been like the top tier of gameplay, but they've always been like at least up there.
and now
But
it's
now
just
with-
yeah.
Yeah, but with Anthem, it dropped the ball on like all counts. Like story wasn't good, gameplay wasn't good. But yeah, maybe you never know. Everyone loves an underdog story. Maybe they come back and they make an awesome Anthem 2.0 or something whatnot.
Well, I don't know. I like to give, these people, like the publishers and everyone, like a benefit of a doubt, but because EA is associated with it, I'm very iffy about it. I don't want people to get
Well,
their...
look, EA lately hasn't been super bad. They released,
It's only Star Wars, really.
Yeah, but they got that right. Eventually, they released a good single-player game, like of all people this generation.
But
who
don't you
would
think?
thought-
Don't you think they should release a little bit more than just one single player game to get people's trust back? And will they ever get people's trust back? That is the question.
Yeah, well, look, this isn't the first time that EA stuffed up royally. They won the worst company in America like 2 years in a row, I think. So yeah, that was like long before Anthem and Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and the stuff with Battlefront 2. That was way before then. So yeah.
We'll just have to see with the next gen stuff coming out, maybe, because they super hyped for it. EA, they're very hyped for it. I think we touched on that last week. So we'll just have to see, and I just want to see. Thunder Phoenix says it was so much hype that ended up launching like an airship full of holes. Yeah, Battlefield 2 was wonderful, right? So, poor EA. Actually
poor
not.
EA.
No, actually no.
They made their own fate. There wasn't
No,
anyone else's fault.
okay.
It was their
I'm
own-
blaming
it
it
was their
on
own
my.
fault.
I'm not super coherent, everyone. I'm not fully here. I'm like 80% here. I retract that poor bit. I don't feel anything for them. Nothing. Feel absolutely nothing. And moving on from EA,
Okay.
we're moving on to once again more rumors about the PS5. The rumor is that
Well, I wouldn't-
it's a rumor. We're not saying
Well,
it's legit, but
It did come from Bloomberg. They're usually accurate, but I guess they are guessing as well.
because we don't know, and just to say that I'll get to it, but I've got it in the back of my head, and we're gonna get to it because I want to show you guys what PlayStation put up. I think it was about 3 or 4 days ago on YouTube, which was so weird. But
That
just
ad with the heart.
yes, just wait. So let's just go back, to these
Yeah.
rumors that they might be having a problem with the cost, and it might go anywhere up to $450. We don't have that kind of money. I mean, it's just like, Maddie says their PS5 gonna cost $600. I'm calling it.
Well, look, it's not unheard of. Like the PS3 costs like $600, and Sony said you had to get a second job
But that
to afford it.
But that was the PS3. They learned
Yeah,
their
they screwed
lesson.
up.
They
Yeah,
learned their
we-
lesson though.
Yeah.
Did they not?
Some companies have short-term memory loss problems. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you can't. You don't want to waver back on what you've just built this amazing brand, and everybody loves it, you can't now double down on it because, okay, yes, Microsoft haven't announced any price yet. So,
well, look, there's a couple of things they could do. They could be having problems with the cost for components. So, okay, cost them $450 to make, and they look at their accountants. Okay, can we sell it at $450 and just break even? Will that be fine? And the accountant's like, yeah, sure. Or do we sell it a little higher? Do we try and make a little money off it and try and sell 500, which is going to turn off some people? Or do they try and just get as many PS5s out there as possible and just saturate the market and eventually make the money back with software sales and component price coming down and just sell it at 400? Because it's not unheard of to sell a console at under its like cost to make. Like they did it before. They did it with the PS3, because the PS3 was like
really?
It was almost like, I can't remember the exact figure. I think it was like somewhere between $800 and $700 to actually make, and they were selling it for $600. And they thought, okay, we'll sell it that price, and we'll make the money back on software, and the component price will come down as the generation goes on. And they've done it before, and it's kind of worked.
Yeah,
it's not unheard of in console industry to do that, so maybe they do that.
But now, okay, because we discussed that like last week as well. Like, Sony, I need to say PS5, is Sony waiting on Microsoft to see how much they're gonna charge? It's like,
yeah,
it's like a ball game now. It's like the ball is in either one of their courts right now. Like, who's gonna do it first? Who's gonna like pull the trigger? Who's gonna like say, okay, this is how much it's gonna cost? Because is PlayStation or Sony or whatever going to do what they did with the PS4 and be like, hey guys, ours is this price, and and it's like, are they gonna try and pull that stunt again? Because like you said, it's just rumors. Everything right now is just rumors, and they're keeping us hanging, and I'm kind of getting a bit frustrated. I don't want to say that I am, but I am getting a bit frustrated because it's like they giving us little bits here, there, everywhere, and yes, it's keeping us interested because we're not forgetting about it. But at the same time, it's all these rumors is just like getting out of control now because we don't know what's going on. It's just like the rumors are getting more and more wilder the more time that goes by, and I just want them to just give us something, just anything.
Well, I think they are waiting on the right moment to do it, and I don't know what's holding them back, because I would have thought by February now they would have said like, okay, meeting time, guys, we're going to show you the box,
and even and that's what, like, I even chatted to Thunder Phoenix about that as well. We were chatting about that, and the Ginger Avenger, we were all chatting about it. We're like, oh, we can't wait, we thought it was going to be this month. Now it's really not looking like it's going to be this month, which is just give us something, like, and then, like I was saying to you, that weird advert, that weird thing that came on.
Yeah, I was like, when I watched that advert and the end came up, where like you see all the hearts attached to the PS boxes. I didn't want to say what they are. I was like, is this like the reveal for the PS5? It was like a really weird
There was
reveal.
nothing in it, so everybody in chat.
I think it was probably just like a Valentine's Day thing. Like they were literally going with hearts, bumping into like boxes.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I really didn't think of it.
But it's not the only time Sony's done weird console ads. Like the PS3 ones are like legendarily bad.
Why have I not seen these? Why have I not watched them?
Just do a search. Like not the late generation PS3 ads. Like the early, at the beginning of the PS3 generation. Those ads. Those are weird stuff.
Okay, I have to watch those now, because if I paused the video because I wanted to see what these consoles look like, and
I don't think they're consoles. I think they're just makeshift boxes.
Because I also
they look like a cool design though if they were, cause like
no, but it looks like a Pro.
Having the light on the side.
Yeah, but it looks like a Pro.
Like the PS4 has. It like has the light in the front.
It looks like a Pro though.
Maybe it is a Pro.
I know, but the thing is that what I did was, when I paused it at the end, I checked the fine print to see if it was any PS5 logos. or anything like that, just to see like if they would put anything there, but obviously they didn't. So you guys, I just want to show you, I don't know if any of you saw it, but I'm just gonna play it quickly for you. It's the weirdest, it really is the very weirdest PlayStation advert that I've seen, because it's got nothing to do with anything. But like Info Guy said, now it could be related to Valentine's Day. I don't know.
Like that's me like grasping at straws to what it could be related to, because like this ad doesn't really, it's not really selling me on games. It's like
it's not.
I know about the PlayStation brand.
They're walking through a tunnel. They've got a German Shepherd with them. It's these military guys. They're walking through. They're very like on high alert. They're looking for something. It's like, I thought this was gonna be for like some game or something. When I first watched it, I was like, oh, this looks cool. And then they walk into that area and it's just like, wait, what? Like, I was like, okay, what are they trying to say? And then also like, it popped into my head, I'm like, this can't be an advert for the PS5, because they don't really mention the PS5. Nothing is said in this advert, just by the way, everyone. Nothing. What you're seeing now is it. And you just hear beating hearts. That's all. But if I pause it, I mean, it's just hearts beating. And it's feel the power. Look there. I don't know. That sort of looks like
maybe it was like a thing to preempt like PlayStation 5 hype, like get hyped. Like a pre-hype trailer thing.
Yeah, Maddie,
it's not really doing it. I don't know who thought of it would be good.
Yeah. Maddie, it's called Feel the Power of PlayStation. That's the title of this advert. So I don't know what it looks like a Pro, but it doesn't look like a Pro because it's slanted on the side. It doesn't have those ridges on the side. I mean, it looks like a cool design, but nowhere does it say PS5 on it or nothing.
I don't think it is. I think it's like...
Do you think they're trolling us?
Maybe Sony's just like, okay, let's just mess with these people. Let's make an expensive ad just to mess with people.
Because these things, I mean, they look really... I mean, it looks nice. If this is what the PS5 looks like, I wouldn't be angry.
It's not gonna be that.
You don't think it's gonna be that big, or do you not think it's gonna be that shape?
Sony, like, corporations can do stupid stuff. They're not gonna be that stupid to make an ad like that, and that's gonna be the reveal for the next PlayStation. That would be so anticlimactic.
You think?
Yeah, it won't be.
I remember you. Yeah, I remember you came to me and you said to me you'd be so disappointed.
Super disappointed.
And Bethany says, who says they have to be consoles? I suppose you're right. I mean, they don't have to be consoles. It's just, it's connected to, I thought it was like the heartbeat of gamers. I was like, PlayStation is connected to the heartbeat of gamers kind of thing. I was thinking that is what they're trying to convey.
Maybe getting into the life support business.
I don't know, but it's just, and they've got like the, you know, the button things on the heart beating. It's just, feel the power of PlayStation, and it's written in like a weird font too. And also, it's like, I don't know. It was just weird, guys. And Maddie says, I think it's just a common advert for the brand. You think? Those are PS4 Slim, right? They look like, wait, they won't release a Slim, would they? No. They wouldn't release a Slim, a PS4 Slim. No.
No, that's already
That's like the Pro, right? Or no?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Maybe we should get back to the topic of the PlayStation 5 cost Pro.
Because I'm just, that is just, so I don't know, but are we gonna, I wouldn't pay that amount of money for it, to be very honest.
Sure. You never know.
Nah. I mean, if it was $3.99 for the PS4.
Yeah, but this is bigger, better, and more powerful.
Yeah, but what's coming with it, though? What games are going to be released with it? Do I want to play those games? Most probably I do, but... But you see, but I still wouldn't have the full experience anyway, because I don't have the TV for the full experience, so it's not like going to be like... I don't know. It's a lot of money. This is
What?
what I hate about Rumours. I don't know. Would you pay 400? Convert that into rands, just by the way.
Oh, I paid the launch price for the PS3, so yeah, this is like chump change.
And and also like you said before, like with the components and everything, they're being locked down. So there's no going back.
They got most of the components locked down, like what they want to get. I think the main problem they're running into is the DRAM and the NAND flash for the memory, because apparently, like smartphone makers are hogging the supply, and obviously when you have supply and demand issues like that, limited supply, the price goes up. And so Sony's like, oh, we were making it for 400, now we're going to make it for 450 maybe.
Do you think maybe if they are I was just thinking about this now. Do you think maybe they're saying that as the price to, give people maybe somebody did say, okay, yes, it's going to be 450 or whatever, and they're trying to set us up to be prepared for a price that's 450, and then hopefully it's not 450, and then when they announce it, they're like, well, it's
Well, look, this is all like we said in the beginning. This is all speculation. It doesn't mean that Sony's going to sell it at 450. They could sell it slightly higher. They could sell it at 450. They could sell it lower, depending on what they decide to do. And also, a main factor that still hasn't come into play is what is Xbox going to do.
Yeah.
What's the price they're going to sell it? If they sell it for 500, Sony's going to maybe push for 450. If Microsoft goes for 450 as well, Sony might think, okay, we'll bite the cost. We'll sell it at 400. We'll bite it. We'll just deal with it. But like everything is like in holding pattern now. It's like two like sharks circling each other, and one's waiting for the one to make a move, and like we don't know who's going to do it.
And just speaking of Microsoft and when they may or may not announce the price and everything for the Xbox Series X. Is that it? Is that the name of it?
Yes.
With E3 this year, we don't know if they're gonna, release it or whatever. They're gonna give the price and any more details. But one of the big stories coming out is Mr. Geoff Keighley will not be at E3 this year, which is a big, as you would say, a big oof. And this also, Thunder Phoenix, thank you for giving me the heads up about this and sending me the tweet that Geoff Keighley put out about not attending.
Because that's like the king of gaming hype, not attending the supposed biggest event in gaming. That's like a really big sign that something's not right at E3.
Yeah, for him to say that in the 25 years that he's been going, this is the first time he's not attending.
Yeah, that's a really big sign that something's not cooking at the ESA and what's going to be shown at E3 this year.
What do you think went down?
No, I think we talked about before, like the ESA wants to go with more like celebrities and influencers and like make into a big PR event. And Geoff Keighley, I think Sony as well, they want to make it something more for gamers and developers to interact with each other more, and something that's more relatable instead of just having celebrities come on stage and like present things, which in the past is not done well. Like the only good one was Keanu Reeves. But like in the past, like it's gone so badly when you have a celebrity on stage who's not interested, who doesn't know anything about gaming, and comes on to talk, and
it's cringy. And Thunder Phoenix says, GG to Geoff, screw E3. They're more interested in YouTubers, etc. And also, I'm related to the podcast. I got my USB. Okay, that's cool, Maddie. That's awesome. And Kaki says, I'm guessing Kojima said no to being his partner there. Kaki. Oh my goodness, yes, they have that bromance going on. So, he says he doesn't feel comfortable taking part.
Yeah.
So
something's up. Like, Geoff Keighley's like one of those guys who's super in the know with the gaming industry. Like, when anything's like behind closed doors, he's probably one of the first people to get a look at it. And like, if he sees what's coming and he doesn't like it, then yeah.
Because
and Geoff Keighley, like he doesn't always go with products that like that he's 100% behind. Like some of the stuff he's had to do for the Game Awards, like I can't remember. Like there was that shaving thing side, like commercial thing that they had to have on side in the first few years of the Game Awards, which is like obviously not game related, but he had to do it to get sponsors. So if he's really not behind whatever the ESA is doing with E3, then
It must be really bad. It might, but
or maybe it's not a train wreck. Maybe it's just like okay, like he's like trying to show them like don't go that way because that way is not going to be great. And like
they
in
didn't
order
listen.
to indicate how strongly he feels about it, he's just not going.
Because
But that
just
should be like if I was in charge of E3, I would be like, oh we are doing something wrong.
very wrong.
Sony and Geoff Keighley are not coming to E3.
Like, what?
No.
I mean, and it's already like, okay, we won't talk about EA that much. They have their own little thing that they do, and then Nintendo do their own little thing. So it's really just what Microsoft, Ubisoft, the PC gaming show that everyone loves so much. Yes, and like you said, Bethesda. It's not. It's good. It's getting better. It's getting. Yeah, it's getting better.
Every year.
Yeah, it's getting better. It
Not
is.
like huge bounds and leaps, but it does get better every year. It's like 5% better every year.
But not having him there, that is a big oof, as we can say. Okay, we're bashing E3 again this week. Well, you know what? It came up because, you know what? We didn't know this was going to happen. We didn't know Geoff was going to pull out. I mean, we were talking about it, like you said, Maddie, like, when was it? Oh, there's Charlize, sorry. I just saw Charlize around. We were saying last week, was it last week or the week before? You know, is E3 still relevant? And you got, like, some people said yes, it is still relevant. And it's sad because it's not seeming that way anymore. It's because this was like the time when gamers got together generally, and we would all be watching. It didn't matter where you were in the world. I mean, like us, we're in South Africa watching this at like what, 1 a.m, 2 a.m in the morning. Like people in the UK, people in New Zealand, people in Australia, all around the world, all gamers coming together watching E3 and getting so excited for it. And now it's just like, it's not the same anymore. It doesn't have that same excitement.
Yeah, because it's missing. Like, I mean, just having the rivalry between Xbox and Sony was always good. Even if it was a bad year, like, and they both had like bad conferences, like just the rivalry alone like made it like slightly more entertaining.
You take that out of the equation, it's just like,
yeah, it's like taking the main prize fight out of a big boxing event or something.
Because that's what you were looking forward to. You were like looking for the bashing between the two. If they were gonna like say something or diss each other, you know what I mean? It was everybody just admit it. When you watched E3, you were really there for Microsoft and PlayStation. Ubisoft and all of them were just like there for fun, but you were there to see if they were gonna bash each other or say something. So, and I mean, okay, Zebo thinks, you know, E3 is still relevant. Maddie's saying it's dead. Kaki saying it's dead. Thunder saying it's
like,
dead.
Okay, to be fair to E3, it has gone through years where it's had slumps. Like I can remember when they moved the conference to Atlanta or something, and it's also moved venues and tried different things over the years, and it has had slumps where it's not been like the greatest like viewing experience and whatnot, and the conferences have been terrible. Like I think the early 2000s or mid 2000s there were some really horrifically bad conferences. Like I can remember a couple that were done by some with comedians coming on stage, and like you could tell the comedian was not into the conference at all. He was just like, he was drunk.
The info. Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it was for Activision.
Oh, that was cringy. I
can't remember
guys,
what the comedian's name was. It was terrible.
He did that show, man. Jamie was it Jamie? No, yes.
Jamie Kennedy.
Was it? No.
Maybe.
It could have been. Who was the really cringy dude that did that interview at E3, guys, in chat? He used to do something. Was it called the Jamie Kennedy Experiment or something? I'm sure of it. But Jackie. All I see is Geoff Keighley. But this is for the Game Awards. We're just putting him on blast here. We want you to see who Geoff Keighley is if nobody knows who he is. But he's just chatting about the Game Awards here. So obviously there will be celebs and stuff. But the Game Awards is very different from E3. E3, you go there because you want to see the latest games that are coming out. And if there are, like, next-gen consoles, you want to see them unveil it. You don't want to go there and listen to some celebrities or whatever. You know what I mean? That's not what E3 is about. E3, you want to go there to see new stuff and things that are coming out in the future. And you don't want to hear also a lot of, like, the talk that they have when it's like you're sitting in a meeting, like a meeting with your boss or whatever, when they start going into, like, you know what I mean, those moments where they're just talking about their sales and their this and their that. Like, we don't want to see that. We just want to see the games. And E3 is just, it's taken a different turn. I've seen it just from 2016.
Like, maybe we're being too harsh. Maybe it's like, we have to see what happens this year. Like, last year was like, was so-so, it wasn't great.
But between 2016 and now, it's day and night. It was
but I mean, like, the 2016 E3 is like one of the more legendary ones, so it's hard to compete with that. That kind of thing. Like, I mean, like, we had like two big moments, I would say, like, where Sony knocked it out the park at E3, and like in this generation, that was like at the beginning with that whole price difference and like sharing games. And then in the middle with that reveal for God of War, which was spectacular.
It was amazing.
And showing off all the games that people wanted, like Final Fantasy Remake and Shenmue and all that stuff. Like, you don't get E3s like that all the time. And like, I think we're maybe spoiled this generation with so many good ones that now, like, everything compared to that seems like meh.
It's not up to standard. It's not up to scratch at all. So, and just moving on from that, the last thing we want to talk about is Dreams. Dreams has finally been released. Finally, after how many years, Info Guy?
I think it was like 7 years in development, I want to say.
And how is it doing? What are the people saying about it? Are they...
like, it's gotten like really good reviews. Like, I think the average on Metacritic at the moment is like 91 for reviewers. It's pretty high.
So they're enjoying it. I've seen some people, it was a few people making, I'm not even joking, they were making The Last of Us 2. I'm not joking. The Last of Us Part 2 on Dreams, but it's very pixelated and stuff. It was like maybe like a 2-minute clip or whatever of somebody that made it, but I mean, that's what people are making on Dreams. I mean, it looks like something that, you know, you can spend a lot of your time busy with. It looks fun. I don't know if it's your cup of tea. Would you?
I mean, I don't know if I'd be good enough to make a game, but I would like to play some of the games that are on Dreams. Like, which is kind of nice with Dreams, I think. It's like, you can either be a creator on it, or you can just be a person who plays the games that are made on it, which is like a win-win, I would say. So
you can play other people's stuff. You don't have to make your own stuff. But is it
yeah, I don't think you have to make your own game and like everyone else is like, play the game. I think the whole thing is like, you make your game, you share it out, and people get to play it.
But is the primary, you know, component of the game, is it to be making other little games or no? You can do whatever you want.
There is like a single player thing that like takes you through like all the creative tools and whatnot, little by little. And then like at the end of that, like, I don't think it's long. I think it's like maybe a couple of hours, but you get like a feel of how to do stuff in Dreams. And then like once you get that, you can start messing around with things. And you don't even have to make a game with Dreams. Like, I've seen just like still images. Like, there's this one still image like of a breakfast. It looks like the most delicious breakfast I've ever
breakfast?
seen.
What the
yeah.
hell?
And it's like done in Dreams. It's like, wow, how did the person make that in Dreams? It's crazy.
I'm sure we're gonna be seeing a lot of stuff. And just so you guys know, I've put a poll up for you. While we're coming near to the end of this podcast, Do you care if E3 takes place anymore? That's what we're asking today while we talk about dreams a bit. Some of the creative content is so far is just unreal. Essentially, Media Molecule have given people a tool to go and create their own games. Yeah.
It's like Little Big Planet, like on super hyped up steroids beyond. It's like Little Big Planet Ultra. It's like crazy. You can make almost anything in it. But that's what makes it so good. I think there's going to be a lot of like people who maybe didn't know they wanted to make games, like discovering that game and like thinking, maybe I can make games and like maybe move further into the industry and like we'll just get people experimenting with a platform like that. You can make such awesome stuff, I think.
I mean, it's like from what I'm looking at, because I haven't seen much on Dreams. Don't hate on me, people. I haven't seen that much, but what I'm seeing now, like just a few things. I mean, it's either you can go very pixelated or you could go very detailed. It doesn't look like you're just like stuck in one little box. So, do you think people, like indie,
I think there's going to be like little cotton industries of just like indie developers who just make games on Dreams just to get like exposure and like get the word out that they can make games just that way. I think it also depends how well Dreams sells. Like Dreams could be the most amazing thing in the world. If it sells like 10 units, then nobody's going to know. Yeah. But I think it'll sell. I hope it sells.
Well, like you were saying,
like a super value proposition because like you're not just getting like one game. You're getting like hundreds of potential games. Maybe they're not full games, but like lots of little experiences that you can pick and choose and whatnot.
I'm feeling so bad for Bethany. I was thinking about you, Bethany, now. So if you can make games on Dreams, why am I wasting 3 years on a game dev course? I'm so sorry, Bethany. I know you're working on that. I'm so sorry. But Bethany...
No, I think Dreams is like, it's like, probably like...
very basic.
Game developers' first game sort of experience. Like, I don't think it's like you can make crazy stuff in there and whatnot, but like if you want to make your own vision of a game, you would probably have to be a proper developer, like Bethany's trying to do.
Yeah, Bethany, you're going to the professional leagues. You don't worry about this. This will just be like a little something for you to do in your spare time. It's fine. And when is the next E3? Most probably in June.
Yeah, it's in June. I think it's 9th of June. I think it starts.
And
9th of June, I think.
Poll, do we care if E3 takes place? 75% of you said no.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
but,
not good.
Like the main also draw with E3 was you get all those announcements.
Yeah.
And it's like game developers can just sprinkle that through the year when it's easier for them and whatnot, then I think they would rather pick to do that. Because I can only imagine like the amount of stress they have to go. Like they're like through a certain amount of making the game, and like the publisher comes over, guys, we need something for E3. But we're busy making it. No, we need something for E3. And it's like, okay, we stop what we're doing. We make a little demo thingy for E3.
It takes a year. Takes a year of our time, as we've seen in some, of these documentaries for making games. But yeah, so that's basically it for us today, guys. We've got to end it there, unfortunately. We've got half an hour before our electricity goes out. But thank you again for joining us today. Sorry it was a short one. We will be back next week, Saturday. Electricity pending. We don't know what time we will be streaming. They do throw this on us sometimes very last minute, so sometimes we don't know what's going to happen, but we will try our best to be at a decent hour.
Maybe next week we won't bash E3 again, maybe.
Yeah, we'll try our best, because E3 keeps on coming up and EA keeps on coming up. We're going to try our best not to say anything bad about them. It depends what kind of news is going to happen this week. We just have to watch out for all the gaming news that's coming out this week. Hopefully it's all good and nothing bad, and people aren't dropping out of E3. Thank you guys. Thank you, Thunder Phoenix. Awesome show as always. Thank you so much, and we will catch you guys again next week Saturday. Don't know what time. We will try our best. Thank you all for coming out, and yes, the Discord is coming. My goodness, listen to Info Guy. He's laughing because he knows. He knows how it needs to be done, and you guys keep on asking for it. It is coming.
You're creating Discord in your chat. Yeah, you know that.
I know. So, okay. Bye, guys. We will catch you again sometime next week, Saturday. And we hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see. Electricity, once again, permitting. Thank you again, guys, so much for coming through. We appreciate it. Bye, Maddie. Bye, Zebo. Bye, Thunder Phoenix. Bye, Kaki. Bye, It Trolls. Bye, Bethany. Bye. Oh, I hit my mic. Bye, everyone. I'm just trying to see who's here, just so I can say thank you so much to you guys for coming out for our podcast. We really do appreciate it, and we try and read every single comment that we can and try and get you guys involved as much as possible. But as I said, like in the previous, podcast, we're getting used to it. It's slowly getting there. We're getting a flow. Please remember, if you follow me on Discord, it's coming soon. It will be in LaFemmeN. Thank you, Thunder Phoenix. But thank you guys once again. I appreciate it so much. And we will catch you guys next week, Saturday. I'm LaFemmeN signing off, and Info Guy.
Cheers. See you later.
Signing off as well. And we'll catch you again next week. Bye, guys.